What's your name? What's going on, bro? What's the deal, bro? So what we showing you today is we the chosen people of God. The reason why we went to slavery is because we broke God's commandments.
Right.
But we ain't been taught that. The sister said earlier, what you say your pastor said? He said we are the Gentiles. You agree with that? You go to church? You don't go to church? That's good. Because in these churches we've been taught lies. Today we're going to pull down all these lies we've been taught. We're going to show you the truth. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Start verse 15. So we just read that nations and Gentiles are a drop of a bucket. Meaning they nothing. God don't care about them. That's what your pastor say you are. A Gentile. It means you nothing. So why would you go to a church that say you are nothing?
Right.
A man that bring out the Bible and say you a Gentile, you nothing. But we come out here on the highways and byways to show you the chosen people of God.
That's right.
That's what we come out here to tell y'all. That's the message we got.
I'm already with it.
You already with it?
I'm already with it.
All right, I'm gonna show you something though. There's more to it than that.
I know, I'm hit.
I know, but it's real important to watch this. I'm gonna show you something. You heard Moses before?
Yeah.
You heard of Moses? You heard of Moses? So Moses, right? He freed the children of Israel, the Hebrews, out of Egypt, right? Once he led them out of Egypt, he gave them laws and commandments from God. Once he did that, he gave them an ultimatum. He said, if you do this, you're going to be blessed. If you do that, you're going to be cursed. It's a very important point in the Bible. I want you to listen up. Listen up. Give me a second. Watch this. Hold on, sis. I want you to listen up to this. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 in verse 15.
So we about to read about the thing that we shouldn't have did once we came out of Egypt. Watch this.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we don't just listen to what God say, go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
All his commandments.
If we don't do all God's commandments, go ahead.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
Sis, is a curse a good or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? It's an evil thing. What you say, bro? What's your name, bro? Jay? All right, James. Would you say a curse is a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
It's a bad thing, right? So we're reading about the 12 tribes of Israel right here.
Hey, bro.
That's what we're reading about. You heard of that before? You familiar with the Bible? Somewhat. You go to church? Somewhat. Every Sunday, on Easter, Christmas, something like that. Oh, you don't go often as you should? All right, okay. Right, so I'm ready to tell you, you shouldn't go at all. Why? I'm going to show you why. Because when you look on this sign right here, you got American blacks, West Indians, Haitians, Puerto Ricans. On this side, you got Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim. But what do you call yourself today? What would you call yourself? Black American? But what do God call you? A child of God? Who are the child of God? What's their names? You don't know? Their names are Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Naphtali, Gad. That's are the names of the children of God. But we don't know that. Why? Because the pastor's not telling us these things. Huh?
He wouldn't talk to him.
Right, exactly. But today, you're going to find out you're the chosen people of God. And we're reading about the things that will happen to us if we did not do what God said. That's what we're reading about now. So Moses freed the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, right? And once they came out, he gave them laws and commandments. He said, if you don't do them, this was going to happen to you. Finish reading on.
That all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
We're reading about curses, an evil thing. Come on.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said these curses will come upon you and don't overtake you. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to get out these curses. But do what he say. Watch this. Read verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
It say the day is the curses. It say the day are the curses. They're going to be upon you for a sign. So if I look at this gas station, how would I know I can get some gas from here? From that gas station right there. How would I know? From the sign, right? Right. So I would know by I look at that it say Sicko, right? I don't know, I got to go there. The sick go to get that gas, right? So God says the same thing about these curses. The reason he going to identify who the chosen people are in the last days is by these signs. By these curses going to be upon them.
So basically it's saying that since we've been cursed all these years, we is the sign. We the sign.
Exactly, we are the sign.
I'm telling you, brother, I've been teaching the same thing. My dad's doing the same thing. I'm influenced. I'm with y'all for it.
All praise. I want you.
So King, I'm gonna get with y'all. I gotta just
Hold on. I want you to listen up because it's some I see that you ain't hip to yet. But you're gonna find out in a second. But I want you to listen up real close. Give me 5 more minutes. I got you. Read up.
And for a wonder,
And for a wonder. Go ahead.
and upon thy seed forever.
So these curses gonna be upon your seed forever, meaning continually. Watch this. Read verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So one of the curses was we gonna serve our enemies. So James, who would you say the enemy of the so-called black and Hispanic man today?
White man.
The white man?
That's right.
You 100% on point, James.
That's right.
You an older man with some little wisdom. I appreciate that. What would you say, bro? Same thing, the white man, all right? Come on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Hold up. What that say?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Wait a minute. God say the Lord will send them against us. So the white man ain't just wake up one day and say, oh, I want to go catch me some niggas. God say what?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
God say, I will send them against you. I will. Why? Why would God do that? I'm gonna make sure I'm paying attention. See?
To wake me up to
What you said?
the white people is someone saying the black What was the question again?
I'm gonna ask the question again. Why would God send them against us?
Send the white man against us?
Yep, wow.
I don't know.
You don't know?
So we can realize who we are. You know what I'm saying?
We can realize who we are?
Yeah, through the pages of the lies that they telling us in that book. If we understand and read it the right way, be the cursed ones, of course we know they're going to send somebody against us. It's got to be them. It got to be the reason so we can realize who he is. And, you know, in retrospect, they thinking that they're using shit against us. They think they're using shit against us.
Remember, it said the Lord gonna send them against us. When it's not of their doing, God is forcing them to do this. He put the spirit upon them to do this. So it say the Lord. Why would the Lord send them against us? Why would God do this?
Why would the Lord send a white man against us?
Yep. Why would He do it?
It's a trick question. I
That's
don't
a
know.
trick question. I'm gonna show you something. Give me Isaiah 63. Read verse 10. Remember we read in verse 15. If we don't do all God's commandments, all these curses gonna come upon us and overtake us, right? Because we didn't obey God. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something. Read that.
Isaiah 63, verse 10.
Bring it out.
But they rebelled and vexed his Holy Spirit.
We rebelled and vexed God's Holy Spirit. We rebelled against God. When He said, "Thou shalt not commit adultery," we said, "Oh hell no, Lord." Oh girl over there, I want her. When He said, "Don't commit murder, don't kill," I'm Kelly Moraine. Do murder happen all the time? Yes, it does.
Bring it out.
When He said, "Don't steal," do our people steal? Yes, all the time. We rebelled and vexed His Holy Spirit. We vex God's Spirit when we do those things. When we break His commandments. Come on.
Therefore, he was turned to be their enemy.
What?
Therefore, he was turned to be their enemy.
God said, therefore, He was turned to be our enemy. God became an enemy against us. Because why? Read it from the top again.
But they rebelled and vexed his Holy Spirit.
We rebelled and vexed God's Holy Spirit by breaking His commandments. Finish reading on.
Therefore, he was turned to be their enemy, and he fought against them.
And God fought against us. How did He fight against us? So, let me get this out. How did He fight against us? How did God fight against us? When we were sold in slavery and shackles and chains to our enemies. To the so-called white man,
Right.
the Chinese man,
Right.
the Arab man, the African man.
Right.
That's how we rebelled and vexed God's Holy Spirit and we became His enemy. When we broke His commandments and we were sold in slavery on slave ships.
That's right.
This is recorded in the Bible.
Right.
Did you know that, bro? Slavery is in the Bible. Why? Because we broke God's commandments. This is what happened to us. We were sold on auction slave body. 35, sold to a white man with the blonde hair, just hair. That's what happened to us. When we rebelled against God and vexed his Holy Spirit. That's what we learned in the gate. And God became an enemy against us for that.
Right.
He said, y'all don't want to do what I say, and I made y'all my chosen people, the special people of God. Y'all don't want to do what I say,
bring it out.
I'm going to be an enemy to y'all.
Let them know.
The so-called white man, the devil,
right.
against y'all.
That's right.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.